All right. Hey, y'all. We are live and here for part two. Ding, ding, ding.
Round two. I'm trying to figure out who won round one.
I think I won.
Man, I don't know.
I don't know, but, we going
to. Man, what? Come on, man. Stop it, bro. Come on, man. You said I lost? I think we should let the people try. Let the what they what? For real? Oh man!
Hey, y'all asked for him back. Hey. He said he's gonna come back, so I got to give the man some credit,
man,
because he know what he walking into coming in here, man, and he said, "You know what? Yeah, I'm
on
ready.
All the smoke.
So
I'm on all of it.
Hey, y'all, we finna give it to him
for real.
We're gonna give it to him. Let's so go. we're gonna go right into this thing. As you know, we don't do scripts and stuff. We just gonna come up with a couple of questions, and we're gonna fire off and throw some things around and see where we go. Right. So tonight's topic, we're talking about immigrants and rebranding of slavery. So, Mr. Travis, man, we talked about a couple of things on our last episode, and we did talk about immigration. Yeah. Because you are an avowed conservative, correct?
Correct.
What is the GOP's current policy on immigration?
Well, I mean, their current policy right now is that if you came to the United States of America through the channels of what, I'm saying, individuals that I know as in the proper channels of becoming a U.S. citizen, and you came across the border.
Okay.
You came across the border, check unbalance, not knowing that you're here existent. Their stance is that you're here illegally, so we're gonna send you back home or take you out of the United States of America and, go through the proper channels of coming to the United States of America. So, I think we have laws. It's on the books. It's been on the books in the Constitution forever. So I really don't understand the argument that individuals are making when it comes to, individuals just walking into a country and unchecked when, we are a nation of laws. This is why the United States of America exists, because we have a foundation we have a foundation that we're here that has a constitution that we follow.
So
I'm clueless to the situation.
Okay, but do you think that the current GOP's policy is that effective?
What do you mean?
Like, does it work?
Does it work?
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it is the GOP policy has been the same policy as every president of the United States of America, including Barack Obama.
Okay.
He has deported a lot of individuals the same way. Okay. It's just that the Republicans are just doing it more aggressively and really taking the stand to actually do it. If you don't do it, and then we know during the COVID era when we had everybody that was being bussed into the United States, that was coming over to the United States, and then Republicans said, wait, look, we can't house them, so we're going to start busing to the sanctuary cities. And then you look at what happened with Chicago and New York and these black community. Someone had to do something. So he's just doing the effective. He's just been more aggressive in tone of how he's doing it.
But why is it always aimed at the Hispanic and Latin communities?
Well, the thing about it is this: when it's and I lived on the South Side for predominantly. I have a lot of. I can speak Spanish.
Okay.
So I have a lot. That's where I grew up at. Okay. On 13th of Lapa, right across the subdivision.
Say something.
Cállate, estúpido.
You said somebody stupid.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, you said say something. So, ¿cómo está usted? So the thing is like the domination of the individuals that's coming across that southern border are coming from a Hispanic community as in Mexico. Okay. And then you have Venezuelans of descent that's also coming that way.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So these are individuals of who or any individual of nation that's coming across the border. Unfortunately, that is the largest population. It is. I've no individual. Like I said, I grew up around them.
Okay.
And and I know that, their culture. Of course, Puerto Ricans, they're part of the Puerto Rican, which is part of the United States. So they can come freely. So they have no issue.
But what's the problem?
So the issue is the other issue.
What is the issue though?
The issue is that you have individuals that's coming over here that's in the United States that's not supposed to be here. We have a nation of laws of individuals that come into the United States. Gotcha. Follow that way, and then you're more welcome to the United States of America.
So you, as a person of color, are okay with this current administration's policy as it relates to immigration?
Sorry.
See?
You know what I'm saying? My position as an individual.
Don't judge them. I'll put that up myself.
You did a great job, sister. My position as a person of color, I understand. I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know they want to come here. And I know they are free in countries that they have issues with.
Right.
But me as a person of color, knowing there's a foundation here, is a nation of laws. So therefore, if you want to come into the country, we was brought here. We didn't run over the border. We was brought here. You know what I'm saying?
Involuntarily.
Involuntary. You 100% right.
And not given the chance to go.
Right. So what you mean? We can leave and go back if we want to.
No, we couldn't.
Now we can. So what I'm saying is this is
2020.
Right, exactly. But what I'm saying, we fought for that. We fought to be free. We fought for everybody to have this opportunity to come over here to the United States. That's what we voted people for. We've set up a nation into effect. These are laws of the United States. We set these tones. All presidents have had this issue and knew he's just taking a stronger stance and enforcing the laws that's already on the books.
But I feel like that's too heavy-handed, bro. Because let me tell you
how's that?
Okay,
how's that?
The United States has always been known to take in its immigrants, and not just those of the Hispanic culture, not those of Venezuela. We've taken in any kind of immigrant you can think of.
What you mean taking in?
Let them come in, and this has been a place for them to come and flee the oppression and flee the human trafficking and the drug cartels and things that take over their communities and don't allow them to actually live. So you have people that come over here from Ireland. Yeah, that's why you got all these Irish people over here.
Correct. We know this. This is the history of the United States of America. So what are you saying? We can't just allow individuals just to come over the border of the United States of America unchecked. You have a daughter, I have a daughter. Yeah. We have to protect our family. And we got to know the people who's around us, man. We can't just allow people just to come over to the United States of America, not knowing who they are. We're fighting a war in our own inner city community. And we're sitting here worried about people coming across the border, and we got people down in our street. What they got every day in the United States of America, in Milwaukee and Wisconsin, everybody is dying. I had a death in Milwaukee every day this week.
I get you.
All right? So we're sitting here arguing about immigration.
Flag on the play. It wasn't by the hands of an immigrant, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying, we have a nation of laws, right? Look, that's for you to say. That's for you to say.
Bro, you don't know the people. You see, okay.
That's for you to say.
You just said. So why you saying as a father you want to protect your family, community, or not?
Correct.
Because of the immigrants. They're not bothering us. People ain't bothering us.
I'm not saying as an individual, every immigrant that's doing something over the United States. There's good. Like I say, I grew up.
What's been projected out here that these immigrants are all
I grew. Like I said, I grew up. I grew up on the South Side. You know what I'm saying? I know, like the Lion King, Cobra, all that's the era that I grew up over there. So I know all of them. Government, everything. That's what I grew up over. So what I'm saying is, it's not nothing as it pertaining. Like even if you go to the South Side, they'll even tell you, like, look. You got to do it the right way. It's a nation. This is what we do.
Okay, but
this is how it be.
I don't have. Yes, we're a nation of
law. There's a lot of.
But the problem is that you can't just be rounding up just any and everybody. They're not even giving people a proper due process. Come on, a nation of laws. Right. We can't just cherry pick what law fits, and then when it comes to actually giving people lawful rights, you just say, "Well, no, because they're immigrants, so we're going to
But every president has fought this situation.
I mean,
every president deported. This has been going on. Immigration has been an issue and hasn't been.
If the GOP wanted it to get fixed, my brother, they had a plan to get it fixed and they didn't do it. They dumped it because Orange King says, "Hey, I want this to be a problem so we can run on."
Because there is a problem.
So why not get the legislation that was bipartisan to fix it?
Because
he don't want to fix it.
Because if you want to go there, Obama should have fixed it. He had control of the Senate and the House.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. In the beginning, in his first term, I don't think Obamacare got through.
He had 2 years of the House and Senate, and it took him 2 years to get one and two different bills passed.
I'm just saying he had control. He had to before Trump came in.
Okay, right.
Obama had control. He had 2 years to do what he wanted to do to get in because he had control. The same power that Trump has now.
And the Republicans fought him every way.
Just like the Democrats are doing now. Hello.
Because what you're doing is wrong.
No.
It was bipartisan legislation that Obama tried to get through.
But this is the thing, though.
That they didn't want to give him nothing. But listen, it was like, we ain't fixing nothing because we don't want to give him a win. That was the problem.
But this isn't the argument y'all making now?
No.
Yes, y'all do the same thing to Trump.
No.
Y'all not.
How do you think he got money for the border wall? How do you think he got money for all these projects during his first term? Because Democrats at least tried to work with him and say, okay, you know what? We're gonna run on this. You're gonna run on that. We're gonna try to give you money for this because this is what you said you ran on, and we want to negotiate some pieces of the bill for us. It was okay. We're gonna give you something too. They're not trying to do that. That's the problem.
Look,
that's the problem. They want to create this and keep having this problem, and then to run around and say, "Hey, we got this big issue," but it's not an issue. I don't want to fix it.
Listen, this is the thing.
And then y'all doing this.
This is the thing.
Okay.
Your people. I'm not gonna say. Look.
I think I am a moderate liberal. Right. A moderate liberal. So Democrats.
Look. I'm gonna put it like this: Chicago, New York.
Liberal
inner cities, communities,
liberal cities
had an issue.
Liberal run
because I'll tell you why. Because they was.
I know where you're going with it.
Exactly. So these are individuals in these cities that's
that was conjecture, sir.
Yes, it is.
That's conjecture.
What you mean?
Because they taking.
So where they going? They're not going to the suburbs. So when they come in the United States, where they going?
They're putting them in these cities. They're busting them. They're busting them, right?
Hold on. Wait. So
they dumped them in these cities.
After this question, when they come across the border, where do they go? Because they ain't going to the suburbs. So where do they go?
They go whatever nearest.
They go to any urban, any city community. That's where they go.
Not always.
Name one where they go to the suburb. Tell me when they have put them out in the suburbs. No. When they was coming in across the border, they went to Chicago, the south side of Chicago.
They was getting busted.
New York.
They was getting busted.
Of course. By the Republicans. No, because
the Republican Party.
But if you got
the whole thing, it's whole story. They bought buses, brought them people, and dumped them people in those cities for a reason.
So
then they go around and say, "Look,
you know what?
Y'all have an overwhelming. You know what?
You had 11 million coming across the border. Texas can hold 11 million people. Where are they going to go? And you got people in Texas. If you got 11 million coming across, if you got 11 million, how you gonna get them out of here? Guess what? You got to bust them because they ain't got no cars.
The federal government has places for them.
Man, okay, nah.
But you can't just take a whole 3, 4, 5 busloads of people and dump them off in cities and then say, "Hey, y'all have a whole problem." Yes, no problem because what you just did.
Right.
You just dumped.
But the federal government, Joe Biden was in office. He was the one who was in. He
wasn't. I mean, he was in office. He was in office.
So
but
the federal government has people to go. Joe Biden didn't come up with nobody. He did.
The RNC did that.
Look, no, listen.
So that it can make it seem like,
Joe Biden was in office.
Immigration.
Joe Biden was in office.
Joe Biden. You don't want to fix the problem.
Joe Biden was in office.
You don't want to fix it.
Joe Biden was in office. The federal government.
You don't want to fix it.
He sent them to Democratic cities. So the federal government.
No, that was the RNC, brother.
No, that was Texas government did that. I would have did the same thing. You would have did the same thing.
And who runs Texas? And who runs Texas?
11 million.
Who runs Texas? Who is the party in control of Texas right now?
Republican, where all the Democrats, where all the people in Milwaukee running to Texas.
They have a Republican governor. They got a Republican legislator. They got a Republican Supreme Court in Texas. That's who runs Texas, the GOP.
Right. So why is everybody from Milwaukee running to Dallas and Texas?
Well, people think it's a better living there. I don't, but cool. That's what you do.
I'm just saying. They think it's a better living. They think it's a better living.
Oh, Jesus Christ. My brother.
Man, so I don't know,
so
man.
as a black man,
As
you
a black
are
man,
comfortable.
immigration, I'm telling you right now, immigration is not a bit. As a black man,
you're comfortable with seeing that. You good with seeing that?
Yeah, as a black man, I have no issue. No complaints. I got other issues in my inner city. Immigration is not. If we,
but you done said that a couple times.
Right. We have to prioritize what we are going after for our black people.
Okay.
Immigration is not number one.
You sure? Because your party think it is.
Nah.
They've done nothing.
I'm gonna let them do what they need to do. It's not an issue for me as a black man to jump up and see like, hey, wait a minute.
But it's your party.
Don't
you
do this. Don't do this.
I'm
like, don't do this.
That's what you voted for.
Yes, I voted for him to enforce the laws. Is exactly what he's doing.
Yes,
he is. What law? He's enforcing the laws. That's on the books. Your favorite president Obama did the same thing. Stop it, bro.
Actually, Kennedy is my favorite.
Well, okay, Kennedy. Not even Clinton?
Kennedy,
I like the Clinton. I like Clinton.
My favorite is Kennedy, Obama, Clinton.
You know, I voted Democrat. I used to vote Democrat.
Wasn't my favorite president.
I was, you know what I'm saying?
I
didn't really start listening to and really start getting into depth of politics.
Until when?
Until I was incarcerated.
Okay, why do you feel okay? Well,
so you ain't got nothing to do to read. So if you talk to a lot of incarcerated men, I bet you half of them because you educating yourself. Something you don't get out of this world, but especially when you grow as a, But
the Republican Party is one that's heavy-handed on the criminal justice system. They want to just keep everybody all locked up.
Let me tell you something, bro.
And basically lock you up and throw away your keys.
Let's.
Unless you're
you brought the criminal justice.
Unless you're a white, supremacist and officer, then you're good. You get off. You get to get one day, and you get to get the district attorney, federal district attorney, say, hey man, yeah, we're gonna give you, attorney general, 1 day in jail.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you this, right? We have a black mayor. We have a black county executive. We have a black police chief.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Which most liberal cities are run like that.
District attorney. I know them all well. They're great men. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Support them 100%. Of course, they Democrats, but hey, they are all brothers. We conversate, talk, and all that. When Tweezy was taken away, that was, I believe, should have been a wake-up call to Milwaukee when you're dealing with what's going on.
Yeah, he was.
When you're dealing with the violence, when you're dealing with the violence. So when you say getting tough on crime, yeah, that's something that that needs to be done. And I don't think and I know Tweezy family very well. We have to do something as a community, and we have to. And the law enforcement, of course, is going to have to play an important role. I know a lot of people say, we don't need no more law enforcement.
Because a lot of times in the black community, they're over policed. At times.
But I think right now, with everything that's going on right now, we're not utilizing the tools and the technology to prevent a lot of this.
Like?
You know what I'm saying? I think the city, and I think the city, I know Cavalier has had talked about giving Ring doorbells. I think every house should have internet. The homeowner should be required to provide that.
That bill got, the infrastructure bill that Joe Biden passed that had,
but they ended. Trust me, I know that was in there.
High-speed internet for everybody,
right.
Specifically rural communities, which are normally GOP.
I think everybody, but we talking about inner city because that's where the predominant of the crime is.
True.
Than war cities, but let's bring it back home. But I think every homeowner should be required to provide internet service. Make that a tax write-off. Make that a tax write-off. Ring doorbell. I've been in contact with them. We're going to provide, and I have a nonprofit organization we started. Provide Ring doorbells for homes. You know what I'm saying? So, cameras. We need to do that. The way that we was able to see what happened with the 7-year-old, with the kidnapper was Ring doorbells. I think, that would minimize some of the crime because everybody be on camera. I think we need to impose the artificial facial recognition camera system. We need to do that. And that, if you want it, you know what I'm saying, you did something, and they got your mugshot. It's like 1.5 mugshots that's in the system or whatever. You did something. We got to target the individuals that want to continue to harm the community so we can't grow, because our kids are not able to live.
Are you talking about the immigrants again, or are we just talking about?
No, because you asked me a question of as in the crime. And that's what I'm saying. We got to come up with ways in different ways. So being harsh on crime, yes, I have, trust me as being a person that's been incarcerated, and coming back from where I came from to where I'm at now, trust me, I would be probably the last person that's talking about, oh no, we need more police. Within the situation that we try, because we losing our men, so we can't even have our men go out there and talk to the community because we're losing them to death. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we're losing the men, and this is why I'm pro-choice, is because then we're losing the men because moms are aborting their children. So we're dying that way too, because we don't know if that's a boy or girl.
I don't think so.
Stop it. If you don't have a kid, he can't grow. So you can't have one.
But you got to give people the choice. Man,
stop it. I'm pro-choice. We in a country where incest, rape, incest. You should have that choice. Life of a mother. Cool.
I shouldn't, as a man, be telling the woman to do their body.
Look. I can't. But maybe because but as soon as I went to the club. I went to the club. We went back to the club, got it in or whatever, and then she called me on the phone and said I'm pregnant. Nah, I come from an era where y'all finna take care of this kid. Like, you finna do that. That's what the era I come from. I can't say no. I made a mistake. Go kill the kid. I don't come from that era side. But to compromise on the element, rape, incest, life of the mother. That's totally understandable. But when it comes to she agreeing, I'm agreeing, and the blaming on the alcohol type of stuff, like, no, we both agreed at that time. So. Like, come on now. Like, okay, I understand it's your body. I'm not supposed to tell your body, but that would be it. But that wouldn't be in there if you didn't share your body with me. So I should have a say so or something.
Or how about you strap up so then you don't have an issue?
That's all, maybe she should stay on birth control.
Or your pull-out game.
And if it is, that could be, but it ain't the child. It ain't the life at conception. When it's conception, you calling me, and then you know what I'm saying. So that's just my stance on it. We got to compromise because the Republicans are totally But at least President Trump came back and say, "Look, man, life of the mother, incest, rape. At least it was a compromise type of element. That's the only way you're gonna pass laws, if you compromise. But you got some that want to go totally to the left and be totally to the right. You gotta come to the middle. You gotta come to the middle. We gotta compromise.
But what's wrong?
Start somewhere. Compromise or something.
Allowing people, an individual.
A lot of people don't like it because a lot of people believe in God. If you believe in God, that's what churches don't talk about it. I talked to my pastor about like, why y'all talk about like that's life. That life is done at the time of conception. And killing that, and so why y'all don't let y'all congregation know that is killing? Ain't no pastor is going to agree with me and say that is not a sin for you to lay down there. He did.
It's called
exactly.
That's why I said you can't just take it.
So what I'm saying,
your own ideologies on everybody.
Because I'm
Christian, but I'm this.
But if I believe in that,
too, that's unfair.
Right. But it's what you just said. So it's unfair to say that I gotta accept something that I feel is unfair.
No, just don't have the abortion.
Right.
But you can't take that right away from other people.
No,
you just don't. Okay, you
so the person
just don't do it.
But you know what?
Just don't do it.
So the person the person that's in charge, your party believe in it. The Republicans in charge, they don't believe in it. They believe in Christ. No, they're not going to kill that. So then you got to come. So when one person believes this one person believes, what do? You got to come to the element and compromise. So what? Okay, can we compromise? Or we can't compromise? Well, then you stay on your stand and they'll stand. If I stay in power and more people feel like me, then I'm only going to stay in power. I'm going to change the laws my way. When you get your people in charge and y'all feel your way, then you change the laws that's more acceptable to you. That's how the political game works.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
But you got one party that's
you can't change the party
pro the country, and you got another party that's pro. This is what we believe, and we're gonna put all of our beliefs.
No, you can't be more. How you pro the country when you got a large majority that don't agree with it? How you pro the country? So what are you gonna do? So you gonna try to make it? No, the large majority of the people that you saying that the Republicans, as in abortion, don't agree with. That's why they in charge. He ran on that. That's why he won the election. So you got more
people
people.
on lies.
So
and because this country is a misogynistic country,
but
and a misogynistic and racist country.
But listen, though.
That's why.
But listen,
he won.
but it's more
He
people. But listen, but more people are agreeing with that because they're agreeing. Like, you know what? They're against the abortion. Oh, they say it's okay for two men to be together. They're saying so. If
you should be allowed,
right? But if more people say, I don't agree with that.
You should be allowed.
I believe man and woman. I believe man and woman because
I do too.
But I believe a man and woman, and so that's my stance.
Right,
I believe man and woman because that's how life is created.
But guess what? I believe that.
Right, that's you though.
I'm not going to conject my beliefs on somebody else. That's right. You just totally wrong because you believe and want to live something different than what I believe. But that's what you're doing though. You injecting your belief for me to agree with you, and I'm saying no. Give me the right to do what I want to do.
You try, but I'm saying no. But that's what you saying. But what you said, I don't agree with that to give you the right because I believe the only way right, and it's our right to say I believe a man and a woman did the conception of the child. So that is family, that is life. That was how life is created. And so if I agree with that and that's my stance on it, that's my stance. You know what I'm saying? Because but I know that's how life is created.
But the problem with that is,
so then how's that a problem?
I'm gonna make that
that's
my
the
whole country stance.
No.
That's my stance.
But if I got more people saying that's my stance, then I'm gonna make the law more choice than what my stance is. Man, and that's what people follow me for.
Abortion rights.
And that's what people follow me for. Your people follow you for that. So
abortion rights follow very high in this country. People saying we should have the right to have abortion. Those federal abortion policies and laws that were in place, people are polling that poll very high because people still want the choice, want the opportunity, just in case if something doesn't happen. I should still have that right as a woman.
My thing is this.
As a man, I can't sit here. I'm not going to sit here and tell a woman what she can and can't do with her body.
My thing is this. If I lay down with you and have sex with you and you get pregnant, and I know a lot of guys that ain't like that like me. You're not going to get the abortion because you know what? We aborting. Fix the shit with the killing then because we aborting, we killing each other, and we ain't saying shit about that.
That's a community, and that's an individual.
So how we repopulating, especially black men, if we're killing them before they come and they down in the street, and now it's being more women down the street and the children.
Because that's
I guess abortion, man.
You can't go.
We have to multiply to get out of racism. We have to multiply.
You can't go into people's doctors' offices and understand why people have these abortions.
Right, but do you know black women used to kill their kids? Do you know black women used to kill their kids back in the slavery days and drown them when they got pregnant because they didn't want them to grow up in slavery? A lot of those women.
Where'd you see that at?
And you know what? A lot of women.
Where'd you read that at?
Trust me, whoever's on there research. Trust me.
I ain't heard that one.
But a lot of them used to kill. They didn't want their kids to grow up in slavery. So when you look at the element now, the only way that we got out of slavery is because we grew.
The only way I can see that happen if a slave woman killing her baby because if she was raped by the slave master, didn't want that baby.
Man, that's I mean, that's where the light brights come from.
I'm just saying.
Dark people, say we didn't mix.
If that was happening,
dark did mix. I'm sorry,
If that was happening, the only way I see that being a little bit true is that she was trying to kill the baby because she had been raped or had been raped multiple times by multiple white men, slave owners, the overseer, those kind of things. But that's why that's why I put in today that's why I said mixing slavery and immigration, because I don't think people, black folks, should not have a problem with immigration.
Man, look, my thing is this: come in the right way. I'm the laws is on the books. Hey, that ain't my problem. I'm talking about the crime, the killing of people who look like me. People that he's snatching up, that he's saying not supposed to be. And I know there's casualties of people are getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? That's going to happen. They're going to have issues and stuff like that. It ain't going to be 100% perfect. And I feel in their pain. I have sympathy. Trust me, I don't want nobody to be locked up. But at the end of the day, I'm losing my black men in my city. So I cannot sit up here and argue about my administration or individuals or someone. Well, let me say not my administration. People within the administration and some of the policies that I support that he doing, immigration is not the top of my list. It's not. So what he's doing is not an issue.
It should be though.
No, why?
Because it's not just Hispanics. They're deporting and rounding up Haitians.
Man,
people that look like you and I.
Okay, I don't care. I don't care if you look like me that you come from another country. I don't look, I understand,
brother.
Look,
you should.
I don't care that you look like me.
You should.
That you come from another country.
You should.
The thing is like, brother, if a Haitian person coming like, look, we finna get you right. You know what I'm saying? Did you think originally you was gonna be here forever and nothing happened to you? Come on, man. I'm a black man growing up in America. Say that to me every day. All because of you Haitian, you come from a country and you came overboard, you shouldn't be here. That's not gonna save you with me.
But that's, I
get you ran over here. I was brought here. My ancestors was brought here legally. And you think that I'm worried about you running over here on something I built for you?
To escape oppression.
I built this for you to come over here to be free of what my people went through. And then you don't come through the law way. You come across the border and then you start taking over. Look at our black community and what we lost. Love liquor store, grocery stores, gas station. You know what I'm saying?
How do you equate that to what?
What I'm saying is that immigrants that came over to the United States of America have been very successful in our community.
And you know what? You know what the problem is?
Trust me, you don't want me to go there with that because it has nothing to do with the United States. It may have an issue with something totally bigger than that.
And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because black folks, we stopped investing in our own community. That's why it's easy for individuals, like you said, they get in corner store, they get in gas stations.
I told you, right.
That's an internal issue.
It is an internal issue.
But we can't still get mad at people come over here.
I gotta put a pause on it.
People come over here.
I'm not gonna get mad. I'm putting a pause on it.
Brutality.
Look. I know I love a lot of immigrants that come in and got businesses. I talk to a lot of them. They don't
bother nobody.
But the thing about
when we have allowed our own community.
No,
we don't invest in our own communities. That's the problem.
No.
That's the problem.
Let me tell you something. This is my issue.
Because you can't go over to the Jewish area and open up no store and do because they're not going to allow that.
So this is my issue.
That's the problem.
This is my issue. I love immigrants are coming over here.
Okay.
But this is the thing that is affecting my community on so many levels.
Okay.
And immigrants, so I have nothing against y'all. But as a black man that has black boys that's growing up in this city, I got to address a lot of issues because I got to give them opportunities, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to try to help them and grow them. Every mother and father want that for their child, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you this thing.
Okay. Let's go.
Right? And tell me why you won't see this as an issue as a black man. I'm going to take the NBA.
The NBA.
NBA.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of black dudes used to go back in the day.
Let's see.
That was it, right? Go to the NBA, right? I was, do what you need to do.
Okay.
A lot of people I knew here. Right? So me growing up, my son wanted to get up and start playing ball. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
I have family members, professional athletes, those playing ball. We had the games and stuff like that. So he wanted to get involved in that. So I'm like, cool. So I really started looking at business and looking at, the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I got out of prison in 2002.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Got out. 2002. Got out. You know what I'm saying? A little money I had from being in, the streets a little bit, Westline and stuff like that. Save my money up. Start working at a container store. You got to build your credit back in. I'm leaving the streets alone. I got kids now.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So, worked at Bridges Stratton. Like I say, 19 years, union man. Head of the union, president, all that. You know what I'm saying? So, I just started building my business and started working there. But when my son started playing basketball, I started analyzing corporate America, especially on the professional sports side. I'm like, this may be an opportunity. A lot of blacks.
Okay.
In city kids. So he started going to AAU. I see single mamas, no daddy around, all women taking their kids. Okay. Nice football started. I'm just going to link and see.
Oh, yeah.
No daddies, right?
My son was in the AAU for me.
Right. So all women, right? Trying to give their kids and their black boys opportunity to get out of the streets. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen that and I seen what he was doing and the struggle and all that, I start analyzing. So then they go to college or whatever to try to play in the NBA. So then me being a union guy, I'm like, okay, I started looking like, okay, damn. Start doing my research. The NBA back then was only 17% of individuals from foreign countries playing in the NBA.
Okay.
Right? So I'm like, dang, okay. So I then start looking. It started growing every year.
The number of
immigrants.
Okay.
So then I'm like, dang. a lot of these, so they bringing in workers, right? They're bringing in, you know what I'm saying, workers. And then I see the jobs leaving. L. Smith was leaving. I was a union guy. So L. Smith was
my
down.
grandfather worked at L. Smith 40 years.
Master Lock closed down. Obama came there to try to save you. Remember that? All these companies, all these blacks, middle class. I said.
So what are you equating that to?
So they leave. They went where they go.
What point you make?
Yeah, the point is where they go because we on immigration, right? You know, where the jobs went to other countries.
And why do you think that is, though?
Right, other countries.
What do you think that is?
Right. So
why do you think that is, though?
Right. Maybe just say cheap labor. Right? With the other countries.
Y'all been reading it?
So
I'm seeing them on here. Can you read some out?
So
we do got some comments on here.
I see the jobs leaving. So the jobs go to other countries. Okay. And then we have them coming in over the border.
Okay. But if
so now may help it make so you don't see the what you mean?
Immigrants are not the cause, my brother. Immigrants are not the cause of these jobs leaving this.
Right. So why they leave? So they leaving, right? So are you putting immigrants to work in their country?
Are we putting where?
Are we? So when the jobs leave the United States of America and the jobs that's leaving here, right? Mm-hmm. Associate immigration and tariffs together. You can put everything. So everything is fit to go all over. Immigration is in the middle. Everything's fit to attach. I'm going to attach it to you. So you look at so think about it. So you said that the jobs go over to these other countries, right? For cheaper labor, right? So then now, hold on. So now that people working.
I don't know if that's true.
Okay. Well, they over there. They left here though. They gone, right? They left the United States.
You know why it is though,
right?
It's not just because of the immigration.
So let's just say cheaper labor, right? So cheaper labor. So jobs gone. So a lot of blacks sitting in Cuba, they ain't working. Jobs leaving. So then you got people coming from other countries that's coming over the border. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up.
Okay.
It doesn't add up.
Okay.
So help that. So when you have that, and then you look at me as a brother, the first culture, the first demographic of color is the blacks when it comes to these. I'm a union guy. Right.
That's why I'm still surprised at that. That you're a union guy,
right? So
and a conservative.
I don't blacks get it, but okay. Are looked at first, right? As in layoffs or who they don't like, who they want to get rid of. Man, trust me, I did so many grievances and union on
so you saying
racist stuff that's going on in corporate America.
So what you're trying to? So the point you're trying to make is that immigrants are given better opportunities than black people?
What I'm telling you is, if the jobs are leaving, going to where immigrants are coming from, and immigrants are coming in,
because they
at what point it's not a balance?
Because
the jobs are leaving, so we don't have no jobs.
The tax laws and the prices of goods and services here have skyrocketed so much.
Exactly. So what the hell
you can't allow. Sometimes
what the hell you coming here for?
Can't stay and can't grow.
Right. So what the hell you coming here for? Because you ain't coming with no money. So what the hell you coming here for?
They're coming to flee oppression.
Exactly.
Like I said before.
Well, you coming into some
oppression,
shit that we ain't got money for.
Drug cartels overrunning their cities. Dictatorship.
We ain't got no money neither. So help it make sense.
We do have money. We just decide to give it to the rich people.
Man, stop. How?
What do you mean how?
Tax breaks, how? Because you give tax breaks to all these bigger corporations.
Right.
That now don't allow your A.O. Smith, your Master Locks, your Briggs and Strattons to get some of those credits so they can survive. But now these things are no, they didn't.
No. Okay, so time out. So let me educate you on that a little bit. All right. No,
that's what
anybody that's watching, let me educate you on that. The reason, so y'all get mad and say he giving it to the rich.
Yeah.
The tax code, the tax code, not even this bill and the other tax code, he's bringing the corporate tax down. The corporate tax. So I'm a union guy, so I know this.
Okay.
So this the corporate tax. So that would benefit Bridge and Stratton, Master Lock, Harley Davidson.
It didn't.
Wait, listen.
It did.
Right, and listen. Hold up.
Wait. It did not.
Hold up. This is over the president. A lot of presidents want to jack it up on corporations and rich people. It has to be rich people because they the one that do all the investing and all this shit. Government don't make jobs, right? Entrepreneur and rich people make jobs. Business. There is no, the government don't, and that's the facade. Everybody think the government is supposed to, that's not it. Rich people do jobs. So there's a lot of tax breaks even the Runner Rebels, all these nonprofit organizations, they just rich people that create a family foundation and they give millions of dollars to their family foundation to get the smaller code, the tax code. You know how you go to Goodwill and they say you want a tax donation, they give you this? You can't even give enough to bring the tax code that you make down, man.
Years ago.
Come on, but I'm saying, you can't even make enough. There are rich people that are giving away to their 503c that give them a smaller tax. That's the tax code. They're never going to change that. No, and that's the facade when they tell black people that, they give it to the rich. That's not, look, they rich. Yes, because they're rich.
Okay, so
and they get a smaller tax code.
Okay, so why don't we have L. Smith anymore? Why don't we have Richard Stratton?
Right, because the jobs went to Mexico for the cheaper labor.
And because that was because the policies of who?
Right. Or those corporations that you said that was at the higher tax code.
The policies of who?
So you know what? Listen, they had the
conservative.
No, listen. Milwaukee, no. United States of America had the highest tax code than any other country, right? So yes, our corporate tax is high. Trust me, you do your research. Where these jobs went was companies that had 17%, 15%, and 17%.
And
that would be Mexico.
Where did the research come from? I want to know. Where did you get information from?
Know what? The tax code.
Fox.
Nope. Tax. You look at I looked at the tax code.
Fox.
I looked at the tax code, bro.
Fox.
What you mean? Look at Mexico and see what they corporate tax code. It's on TV. Google.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Are the Republicans, are they against immigration or not? Because they did put out something. What you said last time we spoke.
Right.
When Trump said that they can
Hold on.
What? That's it. I mean, that's him.
That was so remember we talked about Trump and friends wanting to leave some of the immigrants here.
Right.
Hospitality and what was the other farmers?
You said what?
They wanted to leave the immigrants here to work. He was giving them a pass as long as they took ownership of their workers.
So similar to what the NBA do that people don't know. Hold on. Right. I did say that. So similar to the NBA and all these professional athletes, they make millions of dollars. They take ownership when they get these work visas to come into the United States of America, play professional ball and make millions of dollars. And they can go back anytime they want to. Yes. So what he said is that if y'all want to come in before y'all go through this pathway to get in, the people who own who you work for, they can vouch for you. The same thing that I work at a company and these foreign people that come from another country, they do the same slavery. But it's the same thing, brother.
The form of slavery.
It's the same thing.
That's slavery.
We get exchange students. We get people that have, hey, you know what? If you come over here to get this free education,
it's slavery.
I got to take ownership of you, and you're part of my family.
That makes sense to you.
But that's what they do.
So with you having a pardon and everything, if they said, "Hey, we want to roll back on these pardons for these felons,"
come on, man.
Come on,
bro. That's not the same, bro. They can go back anytime. If they roll back the pardon, that's something they do. They can leave the United States anytime they want to. If they say, if these people that work at, he said they can work on the farms and they're gonna take ownership, let them know. If you say, look,
so they're good enough to work on your farm, work hospitality.
So they come over here to come play basketball,
but they're not good enough to have a sustainable life.
They're not stuck over here. They can leave. They're not stuck over here.
Those people are not going to be.
That's not what we're saying. They stuck.
Anybody that come into the United States, foreign student, worker, anything, somebody has to take ownership of them. So explain why it's different.
Listen.
Because he's saying it ain't no different.
No matter who said it, you just said the farm workers and the hospitality workers need someone to take ownership of them.
Yes.
You're telling me that that's written somewhere, the way you say it is written somewhere that way, in that manner.
It's anybody that take
ownership of the person, and it was just normal to you.
Man. I see, that's what I'm saying. I know the other, y'all focus on him saying that. I know the other stuff that Jen has done.
I'm not saying
that everybody take ownership that come into the United States.
I'm talking about the Republican
Party as a whole.
Nobody take. It's either
that is wrong.
Everybody take ownership of them. So I don't understand, bro. That don't make no sense.
What did the Republicans run on? What were the things they ran on?
Immigration.
So so let's stop there.
Right.
The country's being overrun.
Y'all gotta go. He ran on. This is what he said.
That's a made up.
What he said.
Are you gonna let me?
Go ahead.
Okay, so you said immigration.
Yep.
Okay, immigration. Is it we doing it or not?
What you mean?
Is it valid or not? Immigration. What
I'm cool. I ain't got no problem. What he doing?
No, I didn't ask you that.
Yes.
What did he tell you he was going to do?
He's getting them out. He said.
So now he's saying, I'm keeping him here. Well, I'm keeping them here as long as they do these jobs.
Right.
And they keep changing.
These specific jobs. Are you for it or not? You give him
I'm for it. Yes. Yes, I'm for it. I've been said that.
No. So you're for it as long as it's beneficial to the rich people. Because it's not beneficial to you.
What you mean? What you mean it's beneficial to me? It's not hurting. It's not. But that's not anything that's hurting me or me dealing with.
But the problem
that's what y'all see. I only deal with issues that's black community. I have no problem with that.
Community, that's a lie.
What you mean?
That's a lie.
What you mean? How's that a problem?
How's that a problem to me? Because as a man of color, like I told you, we shouldn't be sitting here talking.
That's not a number one problem. I got people dying in the street. I got kids getting shot. I got more bigger problem than them taking people and not going that way. That's not a problem to me. That's not.
That's you.
And that's right. And that's me. That's not a problem. That's a problem for black men that has those that like that. But I got other black man issues here in the United States of America. I can't deal with nobody else that's coming in here that's doing anything else. I got
take out immigration. No. Did you do your homework on DEI? Let's take out immigration.
I did not. I'm sorry.
So that's the one
I didn't.
With the black,
I didn't.
with you having a black people issue, that's the one you should have did your homework
I
on.
did. I didn't do my homework on the DEI.
Last we spoke, the DEI had to do everything with your black people. So I want to know how now. Look, I told you that
came through the DEI. Hold on, let me tell you something. DEI.
You did not do your homework on.
I didn't do my homework, but that ain't my top issue neither.
What?
Okay, what is your top issue?
My top issue is economics and crime. That's my top. Because if we killing these, like I told you,
the Republican Party does not do a job of
my issue
of economy of crime. They just want to lock everybody up. You just do it.
Man, look. We got to take a stance right now on crime. You see the people that's dying. The police ain't doing it. We doing it. We're doing it to each other.
Okay, so what do you?
So I want the people, like I told you, I gotta go out. That's what we gotta do.
What do you propose?
And I propose that the governor and the mayor, like I said, every house should have internet. Everybody should have a Ring doorbell.
They did.
That's how we called the 7-year-old.
We did.
They should go ahead and do the artificial intelligence with the camera. So you did something. If you go out the house, because everybody got to leave a house to commit a crime, right?
True.
But yeah, we got people fighting that because member of color. Look. I'm a black man.
Like
what we've been doing ain't working. It ain't working, bro. It ain't working. It's broke. Worse. Everybody, I got a death every day. I'm burying Tweezy Saturday. And I'm supposed to think about somebody that's coming across the border?
That ain't what we
saying. Is that an issue?
No, I'm saying
an issue.
No, all we saying
is that an issue.
Why is immigration a problem for you? That's not an issue for me.
It's a huge issue.
That's not an issue for me.
DI is a huge issue.
No, it's a huge issue, but not an issue for me.
It has everything.
It's not a stance. It's not a stance that I'm taking right now. It's not a stance that I'm taking. I'm worried about because we killing each other. We don't even need DEI. We dead.
Oh Jesus!
Well, we need DEI. We dead. I gotta fight for us to live so we can have DEI. We dying. That's my main concern. I got 5 boys. And they are my main priority, and they're dying in the street.
I have a 21-year-old and a 15-year-old black boy.
They died in the street, man.
So I get that. But the problem,
they died in the street.
The problem is
that's my problem, bro. I ain't gotta say it. They died in the street. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. Immigration is an issue.
Yes. But y'all don't want to fix it though.
On so many levels. Y'all had y'all chance.
We did.
Right. What happened?
And we submitted a bill
man,
for y'all, the conservatives. Hey. It was I'm gonna keep saying this.
He won.
It was a bipartisan bill. He won on lies, man.
Right, he won.
Perpetrating that is all of these immigrants come over here, overrun the cities and overrun the country. That is false. That is a lie.
But Adam in New York said he had a problem. The people in Chicago said they had a problem
because
so these are black pastors and back all the people, black people are Democrat in the city.
I already told you what they did.
They had a problem with the immigrants. That you said they ain't a problem
because they crafted that. It's called stagecraft.
Man, I went on Southside Chicago.
It's called stagecraft.
I went to Chicago.
They bust them people in the cities, man.
Of course, if you got 11 million coming across the border from Texas. Hey, Texas is only a bigger state. You got 11 people coming from Texas. All these people coming from Texas border. Of course they gotta go.
Tay, I want some.
He needs some AA.
Those comments.
I
want to address some of these things.
Yeah,
quick.
He needs some AA.
So I guess you guys were talking about parental rights at some point.
No,
we went into abortion for a second.
Yeah, we went to abortion.
Oh, okay. He said,
what's going on?
Marquand said they should give men 9 months to opt out of parental rights with mandatory paternity testing. If you opt out, you pay $5,000 Head Start penalty to the mother. This will stop a lot. So I don't know. I walked away.
No. What you mean opt out of what? Something you created?
No,
come on, man.
No,
bro. I can't.
It was abortion, yeah. Because
I can't roll with that, man. I can't because we laid down and we had this, and I would say, man, I don't want this $5,000. Go ahead, take your business. We ain't Anthony. We don't do that. We ain't cool with what he doing. No. Matter of fact, let me tell you about the big beautiful bill.
Oh Jesus!
You have a baby right now.
Big beautiful bullshit.
The U.S. Treasury, you go to a bank and open up a new. My grandchild will be the first grandchild to be able to do this. To go to a bank, open up an account, and the U.S. Treasury will put $1,000
President of the United States
in the bank account. That's part of the whole tax bill. And
are you saying that like that's a delay?
Yeah, no,
that is.
I'm just saying. Look,
brother.
Hey,
brother.
Come on, man. Don't you had your kid? Had that kid. Put responsibility. Get out there and work. You went in there and did that. Y'all agreed on that.
Loretta says a woman should have a choice.
That's
the Bible
my
says it's a sin for a man to lay with
That's
a woman
my
out of wedlock as well.
It sure is. I ain't gonna lie. It's a sin for that.
Charlotte.
But my issue with that, let me answer that. My issue with that, to lay down with wedlock, I'm not killing no one. Because thou shalt not kill.
And thou shalt not fornicate, but you do it.
They ain't in there for that. They ain't in the
No, you can't cherry pick.
I agree that.
You can't cherry pick.
I'm going by the 10 Commandments.
You can't cherry pick. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
How can you say that? Because before you ever sin, so you had your kids be out of
no, yeah. You don't want to get into him. Yeah, I'm talking about him.
Me?
Yeah. He said
No.
Of course, yes. My kids are well off.
But
not of course.
No.
But,
okay, so you are one of a million.
He ain't one of a million.
I ain't one of a million.
Yeah, but I'm not percentage. I'm not percentage wise.
I'm not. But no,
you part.
But I'm not here
the rich. Hey, that's why you say like the rich people.
But I'm also
1% rich.
But also
you are 1% of the people that
you are 1%.
But I'm also not here saying that I'm not against abortion either, and I'm not saying I'm against abortion because it's against God. But I'm not here saying adultery is fine.
But I'm against abortion only because.
You are not on the show, sir.
Don't matter.
Miss Charlotte.
What she said?
Miss Charlotte Sinclair and Regina James said lies and more lies. He went on lies.
Here we go.
He did, man. Come on.
What did he run on?
Everything comes out of his mouth is a lie.
Y'all just hate this man. Go ahead, though.
No, I don't like a liar. I don't like white supremacy.
I'm just a conservative.
Yeah, he's
a Trump supporter. You're a conservative.
I like some of his views. I ain't gonna lie.
You can't cherry pick.
I like some of the shit that he does. So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all know, it's a lot of brothers, man.
And that's
man. We ain't playing no game.
And that's it.
We tired.
It is sad.
So Marquand said,
we've been overlooked. We
Stockholm syndrome.
We've been overlooked. We tired.
Stockholm syndrome. You're gonna go and be with the master.
No, we've been overlooked. It's our time now. We gotta protect us. We dying to killing each other. We gotta protect the
whole community.
It's our time.
And go with the party that has done nothing but tear down.
The party. Wait. The party ain't done nothing.
To tear
We've
down
been marching for how long? How long we been marching?
And we got stuff done with that.
We've been doing the exact same thing and we are going backwards.
We got
civil rights. Backwards. We lost our community.
Rights.
We lost because we talk about immigration. We have lost our community.
Not because of immigration.
Economic wise.
Not because of
immigration. We have lost our jobs that left the United States of America.
Travis, they would like you to simmer down so they can hear you.
Oh, my bad.
They said they cannot hear you through your yelling. They want to hear your points.
Oh, okay.
They want to listen.
Dang, my bad.
They are all just passionate. There's no anger here.
I'm just, I'm just saying, like, all this circuit around immigration. I grew up in like I say.
But that's a false pretense is what you're going under, man. You're saying this. You're saying this that immigrants are the cause of communities failing. It's not.
I'm not saying that.
That's on us as a community.
It is. It is.
Not just some of it is, but I can't say all parents because you do have the individuals.
It is.
And I use myself as an example who have made sure that their children do what they're supposed to do. And sometimes when people will do something totally different.
I told, but see the thing about it,
so we can't say
but since you brought that up,
it's not all.
But it's all about the parenting. But look at it. But so when you look at your party, when the welfare system came in, like my mama was on, no man could be in my house,
and that was by design.
So that was by design. But hold up, that was your. But who signed the bill though? Who signed the bill though? Right. So when we look at all this as a whole, that you want to look at it, I'm gonna tell you from a black man.
Okay.
No daddy, I couldn't have that. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't be there. They used to come check the closet.
He could be.
They came and checked the closet.
Listen, your father could be there if your father was working and taking care of his family.
I totally get that.
He could be there.
Your
father needed government assistance.
Right, but I agree with that. But when we came from the South, so we didn't have nothing. We came from the South.
My folks
when you talk about this,
right?
What you talk about is when you come from this and coming to here,
right?
The Scott Walker Act fucked everything up too.
Wait, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there because he did, and that's a totally another story. That trust me, when I do
and pardon nobody in 8 years. And pardon nobody in 8 years.
Took fathers out of
when
took fathers out of
pardon nobody in 8 years.
When he did
they
what?
do so much for the
when he did what?
So much for criminal justice.
When he took
crap.
And I'm a CEO.
Crap.
Right.
See.
Right.
So
right.
when you talk about
here they
pardon,
right?
Talk about the pardon system.
I totally agree.
You can't speak on that because the families was broken.
Before that,
when the
that was before that
came in.
Right. Because you got to remember, I'm 52, 51. So that's before that. They was by design.
It's been fucked up since we.
Right. So, but what I'm saying, but when I was growing up, see, when I,
but I don't think they can hear him. You got to talk with him. They can't hear him.
They can't hear who?
Well, you can come on next time.
But listen,
come on next time to talk.
But when you say that, I'm gonna go back to when I was there. So when they came up with the system, and then my mom, like I said, I'm 52, so this was in the 70s. So you probably wouldn't even think of. But so when she came up to get the jobs because that's what the manufacturing jobs and all that was. That's what they did. You came and get the welfare because that's what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? My dad was in Georgia. So she came up here, had the kids. So, you know, whatever decision they make. A lot of girls doing the same thing right now. So she brought us up here. So, you know what I'm saying? She had boyfriends and stuff like that. But me growing up a man, of course, I needed a man around me to try to, because I was the oldest.
Hey, Trav,
you know what I'm saying?
Trav, they can't hear me, but I'm going to tell you something
that
I really want you to hear.
For real.
It don't matter about the.
About what?
When it come down to it, though.
When it come down to what? Because you only can be a man for what you see. Because you taught everything. So right. So, but I'm going to the man. So I'm going to the. I got kind of go ahead. We only can do it for. I'll do it for like 15 more minutes.
Yeah, that's 15 minutes. Okay.
We got 15. We got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, we do. We only got 5. Okay.
We got 5.
Yeah.
But hold on, real quick.
Hold
on. I want to address these comments in here.
I got it.
So somebody just put, and this is my aunt.
I got it.
Said that was an incentive to get off welfare instead of breeding generations to stay on welfare.
Exactly.
Welfare shouldn't be a permanent and acceptable lifestyle. And I think the problem with that is
it's acceptable lifestyle.
It should not be.
It shouldn't.
And then we got another one that says blaming immigrants is a distraction from the real systemic issues that affect everyday people.
Look.
Lack of access to affordable health care, underfunded education, unaffordable housing, wage stagnation, and a broken political system that serves the few instead of the many. Immigrants contribute to this economy, enrich our culture, and fill critical roles in healthcare, agriculture, technology, and service indrisries. The problem isn't people coming in; it's the way power and resources are intentionally and mismanaged at the top. Let's stop scapegoating and start fixing the root cause. And that was by Miss Tiffany Pitts. Thank you.
I can't.
I hear
what you saying,
but
we can't. But we
are we
can't.
gonna
No.
get to the root?
Right.
No.
That's not.
We
That's
gotta
not.
get to the
Real
root.
quick, because my
Right,
next
we got
question.
5 minutes. You know what?
What promises?
Next week.
No, because I got somebody else coming next week.
Well,
you know
wait.
what? Though?
Because I think
we can have.
We
Because
another one too though.
because I'm going to Miami for my birthday, but when I come back,
One to
it's
Miami.
off.
Oh
Miami.
boy.
Yeah, go ahead. You know what? Mar-a-Lago.
Well,
I'll be in Florida.
Hey, Trav.
Hope you. I hope they don't pull you. Hope they don't pull your car.
Trav, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Hope they don't pull your car.
Yes.
Guess what?
When you're down there in Florida.
We do for.
Hope you're able to come back. Hope you be able to make it back out.
That we can do. We gonna do
Pulling folks' cars down there. You got your birth certificate with you.
Well, this is what we need to talk about.
You got your passport papers,
talk
what they call
about-
them.
yeah,
You papers go back in slavery, what's they called?
Let's talk about these kids killing kids.
Right, that's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. All right,
What
come
was
on
the
now.
papers called? Your
That's
walking
what
papers, what
I'm
they
saying.
call them back in slavery.
I don't want you to do.
You got your papers?
I want you to do a lot for this stuff.
That's what's getting ready to come down to. I hope you come back from Florida. Hope you come back from Florida.
Hey,
Hope you ain't got to show your citizenship papers when you.
Oh no, I'm
when you
good.
come back.
Good, I'm good.
Look at him. He just, what y'all seriously. He's passionate.
He just passionate.
Because y'all have to be in the studio. He ain't really yelling.
No, they laughing.
So
We just passionate.
They said
about
it's
what we
passionate.
believe.
It's
But hey, we
passionate.
gonna wrap up. We gonna have him come. You come back next week, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next week, because the week after, I'm gonna be down Mar-a-Lago. I'll be
Mar-a-Lago. I bet you. Yeah, let's see if you get invited back.
They wouldn't let
They
me
wouldn't let you come
Mar-a-Lago.
10 feet to Mar-a-Lago. Now you lying. Now good doggone well. You ain't going to doggone.
Hey. You know what? I'm gonna say 2 days before I go. I'm gonna say two important things before I go. One, the first one.
What's the first one?
Is NBA YoungBoy September 20th, Chicago.
That sounds dangerous.
Trump
Don't go.
Tower.
Trump Tower.
Okay, I'm
I'm
trying to
leave
leave
it at that. And then the last
All
one,
right.
Tweezy, this Saturday. Make sure y'all seen the flyer, man.
Rest in peace.
So maybe,
We gotta send him home good, y'all. I gotta send him home. My God.
All right, so wrap it up.
Okay, hey,
Say something before.
we gotta go, man.
No.
We gotta go, man. We gotta go. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in.
You want to get what?
I want to give him.
Okay, what's that? Real quick. Okay, what's that? What my
Your
phone?
flowers, bro. You're doing something that a lot of people don't do.
Right.
You're bringing people on here that not church people. You're not bringing nobody that's not on here.
I might have
Not church. Oh, I fit that.
I might have to.
Pastor Kid.
What I'm
Hey.
What I'm saying is,
Keep blessing me. I don't know what
you giving people like flowers. You giving people that you need to be praised too. Bro.
Well, thank you, man. Thank
You know
you.
what I'm saying? You ain't not stopped to. Your flowers are golden.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Well, thank you so much. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to cut out of here. Please like, share, comment, and we'll be back next week with some more fun. So y'all have a good night. Please be careful and be blessed.